Hello everyone, it's Brian from BuildingByBri, Handyman and Tree Services. I'm out here at a customer's house doing fence posts and gate repair. Okay, so let's take a look here. You'll see right here, we're having a couple gates put back up and the post replaced. It kind of, the wind caught them and ripped them right off. It's just nasty. And I gotta do some fence repair also. So I'm just out there telling you what I do and want to see how things are for everybody. So be careful with the wind. Lately it's been like crazy and it's great for business, but safety is important. So if you need any work done, check out BuildingByBri, Handyman Tree Services on Facebook.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of Durham Diaries with Divya. This is Divya Vijayakumar, your local real estate agent serving the Durham Region, Ontario. And today I'm excited. I can't wait for you guys to meet with Brian and Jill from BuildingByBri. Welcome, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Brian and Jill, so why don't you tell us a little bit about what you guys do? How have you been serving our community of Durham?
Well, we basically started 8 years ago and half our marriage. We've been married 15 years, so we've been doing this half our marriage, going into our 9th season. We serve all of Durham, and we do fence posts, fence. Brian's done 4 decks this year. Yeah. It's crazy. Deck building, deck rebuilding. He does doorbell wiring, non-wired. What don't we do? We do a bit of everything. We started with, we do the smaller jobs the big guys don't want to touch. That's how we started. And we've got bigger and bigger and bigger. So this is our gig.
That's amazing. So you both are the team together? You both do this together, Jill?
Yes, we do. And we have helpers too, part-time helpers, like some full-time, some part-time.
Awesome. 8 years and 9 seasons. Kudos to you both. And yeah. So how did it all start? How did you guys thought of doing this or setting up this business?
Well, the two of us, we were working for other companies and both of us got laid off. So I decided I went back to school and I was working for another contractor and it wasn't going so great. Yeah. And so I was working outside and cutting up some wood. So Jill came out and taken some pictures of me and put it on Facebook, right? And
wow.
It essentially started like that. But I've had skill sets from prior.
Yeah.
We sort of took all experiences. I took all my experiences and we sort of just put everything together from my past and just put it out there. I started with trees because of my past.
Yeah.
And lately around that time there, we were cutting up wood. There's a lot of storms around the area there, and we were helping people cut up trees because there was a big storm. And so I had a lot of trees to cut up, and that's what I was doing in the driveway. So like I said, Jill came out, snap, and she put pictures out there, and we just sort of she put her name out there and people started calling and then it just sort of put her name out there and then eventually we added Handyman later on and then the next year or so. So that's how we came about. And
actually that's when the Facebook groups just started 8 years ago. We didn't have those at one time. So the Facebook group started then, And because of my background in medical and office administration and sales, I used my skills for this side, doing the QuickBooks, the bookkeeping, the hiring, the promotion. And Brian uses his technical skills of, like, he's so good at what he does, the decks and the sheds and the trees. And we just kind of combined us together, and we've just grown from there.
Beautiful story. I love it. I love it. How it started is such a good story, and how you have grown is another story, right?
Mhm.
Beautiful. 8 years of like working as a team and growing your business, serving the community.
Mhm.
So what's next for Building by Bri?
Well, we're thinking of becoming incorporated. We're looking into it. And at the beginning, I said, I never want to be incorporated. You never say never, right?
Never say never. Yes.
So when we return from vacation, I'm looking into that.
Yes.
And we're also thinking about starting to use a recruitment agency as well. Those are our two new steps that we're looking into. And it's funny, I said to Brian, we need to maybe get into having recruitment agencies. I've had 4 contact me, and I didn't call anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's hearing me.
Right.
We're looking into it. It's because we need reliable help, because we've had a challenging year.
Yes.
With helpers, like you wouldn't believe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's been trying.
Yeah. So I think those are one of the challenges, right, that you face on a day-to-day basis. Tell us more about it.
About which part?
About like running this business, how you go about like dealing with these challenges.
Well, basically, we're believers. We believe in God, and we give every day to Him, and we just ask Him to work out the day, and just staying strong and staying united in our quest here, that we keep going and keep going. We got to keep going. Mm-hmm. And you know what? If this helper doesn't work out, there'll be another helper, and we'll figure it out. Eventually we've had some really good helpers, and we do have one really good helper. He's kind of our main guy, and he's amazing. He's actually a stroke survivor, but he's amazing. Just staying strong and seeing the big purpose, because one day we don't want to always be working, right?
Yes.
And we just love to serve our community. So
right. And how long have you guys been living in Ajax?
We moved here in 2008, so 15 years.
Yeah. Just before marriage.
Yeah, just before we got married. We bought the house, and Jill was in Whitby and I was in Oshawa.
Right.
Yeah, so.
And then you all decided to come to Ajax. So since 2008, so you've seen the city grow. How do you feel about that? What are some of the changes that you like, some you don't like?
It's Ajax is it's getting too political, I think. I find that the actual, I do a lot of driving because for the business, I have to drive to the stores to pick up materials and go to the customers' houses. And so I do a lot of driving.
Yes.
And Ajax is a center point because we live here, it's a center point to come and go. And most of the stores are Home Depot, Lowe's, and it's all centered to this location. And I find that there's a lot of construction and a lot of
new developments, constructions, homes, because I know with the immigration, we need a lot of new houses now. So that is everywhere. And I think Durham was like one of the quiet jewels, but now people realize the potential of like Durham region and the close-knit community that we have always been, which is why it's now attracting a lot of people to Durham. Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah. Other thing I wanted to ask is what motivates you guys to do what you do every day in spite of some of the challenges that Jill just spoke?
When I'm helping a customer,
Yeah.
My joy is to, from start to finish,
Yeah.
is to see that I'm able to help. Because I'll use an example. One lady, for 2 years, she's been trying to get her these fence posts resolved. I haven't done the job yet, but I'll be going there soon. And it's like, she's so happy that we're going there. So like, she's overjoyed, and she's contractor after contractor. No one will touch these fence posts. And it's like, I don't understand. It's job's big enough for anybody, but no one will touch them.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, it's no way. The job it's not a large job, but it's not a small job.
Yeah.
And so I don't see why anybody would not touch them. And it makes a joy for me to help them. And another situation where I'll go with a customer where I'll walk through the job with them from start to finish. And when if I'm doing a deck, I'll explain what I'm doing. I just did a deck for this older couple, and I walked through it. And part of the way, because I couldn't see the deck underneath when we started, when I ripped it off, the way they wanted it done, I couldn't do it exactly. So I had to redesign it a bit, and they were 100% okay with it. And with the redesign, but because I walked through with them, they were happy. I just didn't go ahead and do it. But because I walked through, they gave me a glowing review, and they were completely satisfied with it, which that gives me a joy.
Amazing. You really enjoy what you do, and you love to help others, and that really shows in your work, Brian and Jill, right? And if that is the motivation, then of course that grows the business, but also, like, at the end of the day, that's what will drive all of us, the customer satisfaction, right? At the end of the day, that's amazing. That's amazing.
And that came from a referral. His son referred us.
Yeah.
So
nothing like a referral, right? Word of mouth referral, people like talking really well about how you guys service them. I think that's the true testament of like what you guys have been doing and growing each day for past 8 years.
Yeah, and we just started, I just said, let's try this. Let's just try it, see what happens. And look, we're still here.
Jill, I love the story that Brian just said, that, hey, Jill just took some pictures of me. That shows your immense confidence in Brian, and how much proud you are about like his hard work and his skills. So that's such a good partnership, which has brought you guys here, and of course the trust and love. It is so amazing to hear your story. So tell me, if how should people contact you? What other services can you guys provide them with?
But the best way is email.
Yeah.
We also have a website, www.buildingbybri.ca. We just got that website a year ago, February. Yeah. And then May, we had that big storm of trees. Oh my goodness, we didn't need a website. We just needed a storm. We were so busy last year with trees and fences. That was our biggest thing. Yeah. And so email's the best. You can also call me at 289-200-2564 and ask for me, leave a voicemail, or you can come to our Facebook page and send me a message. Okay. But I really like talking to the customers. That's my favorite part. Yeah. And, just getting all the information, because we don't do all the jobs. Like, we don't do really big jobs. We don't do kitchen rentals. We don't do basement rentals. We don't do any of those. Right. But if a customer needs one, I know how to get them to that.
Right.
I do want to mention that my wife is a type of person, is a connector of people. She knows so many people, and she's able to connect the right person with the right the customer, to the right person.
Right.
Because we bumped into so many people, and she's been able to get that person to the right contractor, to the right, and made that person made their day.
Yeah.
And and we don't always benefit, but but the smile on their face makes our day. But she's a connector of people, and that's that will be, that should be on her shirt. Jill, connector of people, because it's amazing how many people this lady knows. In her lifetime, she knows so many people in office, so many people in so many churches and business everywhere. It's amazing.
I've done a lot of networking in my past, and that's probably why.
Yeah.
Before crazy COVID happened,
Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. So what else do you guys do other than work? I know you guys work so hard. So what do you guys do other than work?
Well, we're going to a cottage for a week.
Ooh.
But we leave Sunday, can't wait. Going to up in Kinmount, Ontario, which is near Bobcaygeon. So we're going there for a week. We both love nature, kayaking. Brian likes scuba diving. We got these new masks.
Look at that.
We got these new masks. He always hunts for rocks and golf balls in the lakes when we go. One time he got over 300 golf balls in a lake, one vacation.
Nice.
And we just love nature. I love trees. I love looking at trees. It's so calming.
Yeah.
We love to go dancing. And the music at the Bailey Square.
Yeah.
We go every other Tuesday or whenever it is. We love music, and we love to dance. That's how we met, actually, at a singles dance.
Wow.
Music. Yeah. So we do have some fun. I love to read. I get my book out when I'm at the cottage and just soak in the water or soak by the water and just come down a few levels,
I'm sure.
We like to go walking too.
Yeah, and bike riding. Yeah, and for dinner, we like going, especially Brian.
I love to go for dinner.
Dinner
Where
and
do
lunch.
you guys go with dinner in the neighborhood?
We go to MacGyver's.
Yes.
And McGuire's or whatever. There's another place in the McDonald's Plaza. I can't think of that. Mackenzie's.
Yes.
We like going to the diner, Westney Diner. I know the owner there too. Not Applebee's so much. We used to like Applebee's, but the smaller, we like the smaller. We support smaller businesses because we know how important it is to support small business. So it was tough through COVID because we wanted to support them, but we weren't allowed. So anyways, we're pretty well back to normal again, which is nice.
Yeah.
Well,
I can't tell you what sheer joy it has been to chat with you both today. I've been just like smiling all throughout, listening to your experiences. You both brought so much joy just from hearing what you guys have done so far. It has been amazing to hear your experiences, and I look forward to connecting with you guys more within our community, and maybe like provide more referrals to my clients who need your help, and then stay in touch. Well, everyone, that's a wrap for today's spotlight. It has been an amazing story from Jill and Brian. I will provide all their details in the description box so that you guys can reach out to them when you need to. And don't forget to like and share this video with our communities, and together we can give more exposure to our small businesses and bring exposure to our communities together. And this again is Divya Vijayakumar, your local real estate agent serving Durham Region. I'll provide my information below. If you have any feedback, questions, do not forget to reach out. Thank you, and see you soon.
Thank you so much.